Looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that we're going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles? Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough
touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt from 13 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Landry now on the return. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Mayfield on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Flush to his right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Rashard Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Going to set him back 5 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And bulldozing his way through. And some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And